Um, Welcome, everyone. My name is Fran Babashak, and I am an independent consultant and executive area manager with Arbonne. And I am thrilled to be on the call tonight to share with you my story about how Arbonne has changed my life for the better in so many ways. I'm glad to be on here with my team and my sidelines, sisters and brothers, and the guests that they've invited. If you've been invited here, someone sees something really special in you. So I'm really happy that you could be here to hear my story. Um, so basically, I came out of college and I was a corporate meeting planner. But in my mind, I knew that I wanted to be a mom someday and a family, um, you know, be a family woman. I wanted to have the flexibility to be there for those moments that are not going to ever be repeated when your kids are young. And so I started a business, a concierge business for office buildings. And I had it in a couple of cities where concierge were in different buildings. And what I loved about that business was helping people solve problems. So while they were busy at work, they could ring down to their concierge or stop by and say, I forgot my wife's birthday, I need a gift. And our concierge would take care of it, or our concierge would somebody would have a business presentation, a big pre-talk, and all of a sudden something had ripped and they needed to get it sewn. Just we loved solving emergencies. But what I didn't love about that business was all the backside of it that you didn't see, the payroll and the taxes and the employees who didn't show up or who stole from me, and things like that that just took away from the joy of helping people. So I go forward with my family plans. I get surprised beautifully with twins, and I try to run that business while they were little. And I was losing my mind. I barely had any sleep, and I was trying so hard to maintain that same quality of service, but I was exhausted. So I ended up selling the business, and I needed to figure out a way to be home with them and be there for them, but make money. And over the course of the next 20 so years, I sacrificed income for flexibility. I took every kind of flexible job out there, things I could do online, newsletters, watching kids before school, watching kids after school, working in between the bus, drop off and the bus pickup at neighbors' homes where people had their own businesses. I did everything I could to have that flexibility, but I gave up so much in income. And fast forward to 2015, where my life started just crumbling in front of my eyes. I lost my mom. I started going through a divorce, so I left my part-time job of years for a full-time job, only to find out a month later they were merging, and I lost that job. I My father started getting sick. I had to move him to assisted living. I had to sell his house. I had to sell my own house. There was so much going on that year. I didn't even know where to start. And how was I going to find a job and still be able to handle all those things that needed handling? Um, so, in the middle of all that, a little angel who's on this call right now, Anne Maloney, she was an acquaintance of mine back then. She's now one of my dearest friends. She is an architect, and she was one of the consultants at the business I was working part time. And she offered me a skincare sample, which I was kind of skeptical about. I knew about lots of multi level marketing companies that had skincare, and I just kind of thought, it's just another one of those things. But she was so sweet, and I couldn't say no to her. So I'm glad I didn't, because Arbonne is so significantly different. It made an immediate difference for me. The first day I tried it, I could feel 12 hours after I put it on the same like hydration and moisturizing effect. It just felt like I just put it on. And about 4 days later, I could notice that the fine lines around my eyes started improving. And then when she told me the price, which I was thinking was going to be horrible news, it actually was less than I was spending at Macy's for what I thought was really good quality skincare. And the difference in so the difference in so much of what you notice different in Arbonne is the level of quality ingredients. So I happily became a customer. I was a customer for like 6 months. And then, along came that life I was telling you about with all those changes. And I did a race with my daughter the day before she was leaving for college. And there was an Arbonne tent at the end. And we went over and they were giving away vegan protein shakes and after workout drinks and energy fizz and delicious protein bars. So I went back to Anne Maloney and said, tell me more about this. And she invited me to a Discover Arbonne, just like you're listening to right now. And the the difference being that was in person, and this is now our new world of virtual. But what I was completely transfixed on was the joy and happiness in that room of people helping one another, people loving what they do, and the serenity of the feeling, the vibe. I just loved the vibe is all the bottom line of what it was. And I had no clue what I was signing up for. And I just knew I wanted more of that. I wanted more of what everybody had on their faces, the look of total, uh, what's the word? Just well, satisfaction. They loved what they were doing. So I signed up and I have not looked back. It has given me so much joy. And I'm going to list you some of the loves of this business I have. Some of them I was not even aware of when I signed up. I learned about them later, but some of them I am just, mesmerized by. Number one is that we have an online business, and with the website provided by Arbonne, we have everything at our fingertips. So, thank you, Lena. We have a customer relations management software to manage all of our clients. We have digital marketing, photographs, beautiful photographs you can use. We have our products, our almost 300 fabulously safe, pure, safe, and beneficial products on our website. We have a customer service team that you can pick up the phone and dial 1-800-ARBONNE anytime to get help. We have, my favorite, the monetary exchange. I'm not dealing with money. People put their credit cards right into my website and I don't have to deal with that. And then Arbonne pays me a commission weekly on what I did the week before and monthly on my overrides, which we can get into that in a minute. But I love that I can just do this business alongside my passions, which is my family. I care for my father. I can pop over to see him whenever I want, when I'm with him and he's taking a nap. I can quick get online. You just need to have Wi-Fi. It's the beauty of this business. I love that we can earn trips, incentive awards. There's all kinds of ways to promote and get to the next level. And I'm always out for a challenge, and Arbonne always is offering them. So go to earnings.arbonne.com to learn more about how the compensation plan works. If somebody wouldn't mind typing that in the chat right now. I love that I can shop from my own store. I was buying all these things before anyway, these same exact products. I was making CVS, Costco, Macy's rich, but now I'm making myself rich and I am buying from my own store a much healthier product. And that is amazing to me. I have my shampoos, my hand soaps, my makeup, my chocolate shake for breakfast, my vitamins. The list goes on. And it's nothing new. It's just now I get to shop for me at a significant savings. A lot of time and energy is saved too, because I'm just ordering online. I know exactly what I want. So I'm not running all over the place trying to find the best healthy product. I love that I get paid as I build my business and I improve my health along the way. And not only physically, I mean, I have so much more energy. I feel like I'm 20 years younger, honestly. I sleep better. I ended up, after doing the Arbonne 30 days to clean eating, I got back into my high school size again at age 51. I didn't think that was possible. And now I'm age 56 and I'm still there. So I'm super happy about that because I was taught in the 30 days how to eat clean. And I just heard this expression recently. It's a live it, not a diet. So keep that in mind. That's what Arbonne's all about, living. And I also feel this is the part I did not know I signed up for, but is actually my favorite part of Arbonne. When you start your business, we encourage you to do personal development. And I looked at Anne and just went, I think I'm personally developed. I'm a big girl now. I just had no idea what she was talking about. But through the personal development, personal growth journey I've been on in the past 5 years, I feel like a better person. I feel like a better mom, a better friend, a better sister, a better daughter. I just feel Arbonne has given me such a well-rounded view on the future of my life, my direction, and I get to customize my life now. I don't have to live by default, like what gets thrown at me. I get to choose. I get to choose who I want to work with. I get to choose that I want to help people and make a difference in people's lives. I love that we're a B corporation. When I started, we weren't, but this is a goal that Arbonne had. And being a B corporation means that we not only um, focus on profit like most companies, but we equally balance efforts in the planet. We have a great recycling program, and we have constant direction to reduce our carbon footprint. And then we also take care of people. We have a beautiful charitable foundation that serves the mental health of teenagers, which I love. That's a passion of mine. Um, and I also love that we have no minimums and no mandatory auto ships. So if it had been a company like that, I'd be out, because I can't stand, that kind of forced buying for no reason. And I also wouldn't ever do a business where I had to go around delivering things. Everything gets shipped right to my customer's door, and I love that. It's made all in Irvine, California. It gets shipped right to their door. Um, Not to mention we're in 6 other countries: Canada, UK, Australia, New Zealand, and Poland. So they're made right there in their countries, and it's shipped right to their door. I love that we have rigorous scientific testing and transparency. I love that we go by the European standard and then some. We are cruelty free, vegan, dairy free, soy free. We never test on animals, of course. We don't ever use animal products. I just love how just beneficial this company is. That we're searching constantly to provide the most healthy, clean green. We like to say our founder Peter Mork was the coolest green guy before it was cool to be green. Um, I love, this is a huge part, that we have consumable products. People use up our products, go back on our website and reorder because they fall in love with them. There's great products out there, but they're kind of one and done. Like, yes, I made this sale, but the person never needs that thing again. With these consumable products, there's constant repeat ordering because people fall in love with Arbonne. And one of the reasons they fall in love is because we also offer a 45-day money back guarantee, so they can try it and feel like they're not taking a risk. Even our 30 days to clean eating, you could do the whole thing and still have 15 days to return it. But what most people do is buy more because they've fallen in love with how easy it is to do and follow along a clean eating path. I love that we have products for everyone. We have products for men, products for babies, products for teens, people with sensitive skin, athletes, people looking to manage their weight better, people looking to age better, people looking to slow down aging, repair it, or prevent it. We have a whole line for the young 18 to 30-year-olds. We have something for everyone: bath and body, makeup. And right now, gifts. We have a whole Christmas holiday line. Makes beautiful gifts. And what better gift than the gift of health to give someone? Um, I love that this is a time. This is a time that we will never forget in our lives. Like this year of 2020 and the pandemic. And what's striking is, to me, is that Arbonne sales over last year are up 30%. Why do you think that is? It's because people want to order online. They don't want to go into stores, and they're looking to stay as healthy and happy as they can. And they're looking for clean, green products. And that's what we have to offer, which is amazing. I love that right now, $1.4 trillion in income in the US is made from side hustles like this. So it's a booming market. There's so many people trying to make ends meet. Things are changing so quickly this year, and we need to, I hate that word pivot, but that's what everybody's needing to do. But here's a great way to, either introduce a side hustle or have it like replace and surpass a current income, which is possible. It's absolutely possible. 92% of consumers often trust the recommendation of people they know and love. And so this is just like that. I always thought this was these multi-level marketing, social media kind of businesses were, just kind of salesy, and we'd have to, and I just never was comfortable with that word sales. But before I even started the business, I had told so many people about how much I was loving the skincare, and they should try it, and that's all I'm doing now. Like, I just started the business, but I'm just still doing that recommendation. Like, people are saying, "What are you doing? You look so happy. You look so healthy." I'm like, "It's Arbonne. It's Arbonne. That's all I'm doing." Um, so take a look at where you are right now, and think about, what if you could choose who you get to work with? What if you could choose when and where you want to work? For me, I love working early in the morning. Like, I just woke up, I'm ready to roll. But I don't like the middle of the daytime. I like to go to the gym then when nobody's at the gym. I like to go grocery shopping when nobody's at the grocery store. And I like to work late at night when I'm in my pajamas and the fire's going. So I get to design my day, and I love that so much. I can pop over to see my dad whenever, because I know when I'm going to work and when that works for me. What if you could change people's lives for the better? So Dina and Anne they're both people who are my upline, and I am so grateful to them because they have changed my life so vastly. I look back 5 years ago at that dismal year and thought, of, I just don't have much hope for the rest of my life. I kept thinking, is this it? Is it all downhill from here? But I couldn't have been more wrong. It's been so joy filled, and I attribute so much of it to Arbonne, the people I get to work with. So many on this call right now. I adore that I get to work with them, and Jamie. Um, so I, for those of you on this call, I encourage you to connect back with the person who invited you. Ask for samples if you haven't tried them yet. Ask questions. They obviously see something incredible in you that we get to choose. Like I said, we get to choose who we want to work with. So they chose you. They're considering adding you to their team. And I encourage you to ask questions. Thank you for listening, and y'all have a great night. Good night.